last time we have discussed about different relations, correct? um, so we have seen that when there are more than one tables, then that tables are related with each other, okay, and there are different relations like one to one, one to many, many to one, and many to many, correct? So we have covered and we have seen the introduction part of all this relation in the previous video, okay. So for the detailed information you can check my previous video, and link for the same is given in the description section, okay. Now today I am going to explain you how to specify these relations in tables or in create table statement, okay. So to specify these relations in tables, we require key or identifier, okay. Now key or identifier is nothing but the column, or you can say that a field, okay. It is simply a field used to identify a record. This is my key, okay. So there are different types of keys, but in today's video I am just focusing on primary key and foreign key, okay. Now primary key. So we have already discussed primary key in detail, okay, in my previous video of constraint. You can check it, link for the same is given in the description section, okay. We have also taken the example, and we have taken the demo to understand it more clearly. So please check this video for primary key, okay. Now here I am just want to revise it quickly, that primary key is nothing but the unique identifier of a table, or and it is what it should not be null. These two are the main properties of primary key, that primary key is the unique identifier of table and it should not be null. Means if this is your table and in this table this is your primary key, okay, this field or a column is the primary key. So with the help of this field or column you can find the attributes, all other attributes of the table, okay. Then you can say that this is my primary key. You should able to find all other attributes of the table with the help of this column or field, understood? Now foreign key. Foreign means what? Foreign is outside, correct? Outside of a place. For example, you have foreign students in your class, correct? Why they are called as foreign students? Because they belongs to some other country, correct? So in the same way, the key which belongs to some other table is called as foreign key, understood? Key which is not the part of your current table, rather it belongs to or it comes from some another table, is called as foreign key. So suppose this is my first table, in this here this is the primary key. Now in second table this primary key is coming as a, and it becomes what? Foreign key. So in this way you can join or you can link different tables with the help of primary key and foreign key. Understood what is foreign key and how you can connect different tables with the help of primary key and foreign key. Now we will go one by one, for starting with 1 to 1 relation. Now when there is 1 to 1 relation means what? One record belongs to exactly one record, correct? Or you can say that one entity belongs to exactly one entity. Now when there is 1 to 1 relation, what you can do? You have to take the primary key of any one of the table as a foreign key in another table. So primary key of this table will be foreign key in another table, or you can take primary key of this table as a foreign key in this table, okay. So in this way you can specify 1 to 1 relation. Very simple. We will see the demo also. Now second is one to many. So when there is one to many relation, okay, for example, teacher and class. One teacher can teach many classes, correct? So first table will be treated as one and second table will be treated as many. Understood? When there is one to many relation, first table will be treated as one, second table will be treated as many, and primary key of one table will be foreign key in many. Understood? First table, primary key of first table will act as a foreign key in the second table. Okay, this is one to many relation. Similarly, many to one relation. So whenever there is many to one relation, what you will do? You will take, for example, employee and organization. Okay, so many employees can work in one organization. First table will be treated as many, second table will be treated as one, and similarly primary key of one table will act as a foreign key in many table. Understood? So in this case you have to create first, second table. First you will create second table, and the primary key of second table you have to take as a foreign key in your first table. Understood? In one to many you will create first table first, but in many to one you will create second table first. Understand? Understood this? Now next is many to many. So whenever there is many to many relation, for example doctor and patient, many doctors can treat many patient, correct? So you will create both the tables as it is with the given attributes, okay, first table and second table, and you have to create one more table, that is your third table, and this third table will contain primary keys of both the tables as a foreign key, correct? Understood? In many to many relation you have to create both the tables as it is with the given attributes, and you have to create one more table, and this table will contain primary keys of both the attributes. Okay, so in this way you can specify different relations, one to one, one to many, many to one, and many to many, okay, with the help of primary key and foreign key. Understood? Now let's move to demo, or we will do it practically so that you can understand it more clearly. Okay.
Okay, so we have two tables, person and passport, and both the tables are related with one-to-one relation. Person table is having attributes PID and PName, and passport table is having attribute P number and expiry date. Okay, and for the purpose of time saving, I am using here only two attributes for each table. Okay, now I will start with creating person table. So create table person PID integer. PID is my primary key, so I will mention here primary key. Next is PName. PName varchar. Okay, so this is my first table, person table. Execute this. See, a table is created. Now we will create second table, passport table. Create table passport P number integer. Again it is primary key, so we will mention here primary key. Then expiry date. Data type for date is date. Now this is what one to one relation, so we can take primary key of any one table in other table. Okay, so here I am taking primary key of person as a foreign key in passport table. Understood? So I will write PID integer. Now we have to make a primary key, make this primary key as foreign key. So I will write here foreign key into bracket PID. Okay. Then from where this PID is coming? It is coming from person table. So we have to give reference here. References person PID. Okay. Now first I will mention unique here. As one person can have only one passport, duplication is not allowed. So we will mention unique. Okay. So in this way you can make your primary key as foreign key. How to make this? Write foreign key into bracket whichever attribute you want to make as foreign key. Pass that attribute in the parameter parenthesis. Then reference from where the attribute is coming. Okay. Now execute this. See, a table is created successfully. So this is what one-to-one relation. You have to take primary key of either one table in the remaining table, another table. Okay. Now we will insert some values in this table. Insert into person values into bracket. Suppose I am taking PID 1 and P name I am taking LS. Okay. Let me execute this. See, one row is inserted. Okay, we'll insert one more record. Say person ID is 2 and Bob. Okay, now execute this. One row affected. Now we will insert values in passport table. Okay, insert into passport values. In this we have to take passport number. I am taking 101 and expiry date 2020. Okay. Now next is what? We have to give PID, primary key of person table, correct? So primary key I am taking first one and this is my foreign key here. Okay. See, one record is inserted. Now if I want, let me add one more passport detail. Okay. Now for the same person I am adding this value. Okay. And it is not allowed because one person can have only one passport. We have one-to-one relation, correct? So we cannot add passport details for this PID 1 because it is already there. Okay. See, we cannot add duplicate values, right? Now we will add it for suppose 2. Okay. Now execute. Your record is inserted. Okay. Then there is one more. Suppose one more passport detail is there and I am adding these details for person ID number 3. So this person is not exist. Okay, and we are adding the details for person 3. Okay, so what will happen? See, as we have given reference for person ID, so it will check, and this person ID is not appear in person table, correct? So it is giving me error for foreign key, as this is connected with each other. Okay, so whatever the person ID you are entering in passport table, it should be there in person table. Understood? This is your one-to-one relation. You can view the record with the help of select command. See, we have two records, Alice and Bob. Now we will see passport table. Okay. Again we have two records. For 101 we have taken PID 1, and 102 we have taken PID 2. Okay. And 103 this statement gets failed. Understood? Now this is all about one-to-one relation. It is very simple. Now we will move to one-to-many relation. Okay. Here I have taken example of teacher and subject. One teacher, many subject. One teacher can teach many subjects. Okay, one-to-many relation. So in one-to-many relation, we know that we have to add primary key of one as a foreign key in many. So in this case, we will add TID as a foreign key in subject. Okay. So I have already written the create table statement for teacher table. Okay, we will execute this. Teacher table is having TID and TNAME. TID integer, this is my primary key, so I have mentioned primary key, and TNAME varchar. Now execute this. See, a table is created. Now we will create subject table. Create table subject, S number integer, this is my primary key here, so I will write primary key, then S name varchar. Okay, next is we have to take TID as a foreign key. Okay, so syntax is similar as we have done in one-to-one relation. We have to take TID integer. This TID is primary key in teacher. We have to make it foreign key. So we'll write foreign key into bracket TID. Okay. From where this TID is coming? References teacher into bracket. Okay. You have to make TID. First we have to make TID as foreign key. So we have taken TID integer, foreign key into bracket TID. And from where this TID is coming, we have given the reference. Understood? Simple. Now execute this. See, a table is created. One-to-many relation. You just have to remember that whenever there is one-to-many relation, you have to take primary key of one as a foreign key in many. Okay. Now we will insert some record. Insert into teacher values. Suppose I am taking TID 1 and teacher is Alice. Okay. Execute this. One record is inserted. Now I am taking teacher 2 and it is Bob. Again. Okay. So I have two records in teacher table. Now we will insert in subject table. Insert into subject values. Subject number suppose 1. Subject name is DBMS and teacher ID is, I am taking Subject number we will take 101 instead of 1. So there will be no confusion. Okay. So Alice is teaching DBMS. One teacher can teach many subjects. So if I add another subject, then that subject can teach by same teacher, Alice, right? So it should not give me error. See, one record is inserted. So my one teacher is teaching two subjects. One teacher, many subjects. Understood? In the same way, you can add for second. Okay. This is my one to many relation. Now, next is many to one relation. So many to one relation is similar to one to many relation. Okay. In the same way, you have to create tables. Just you have to remember that you have to add primary key of 1 as a foreign key in many. Okay. So for example, many employees works in one organization, correct? So employee table is many and organization is 1. Okay. So first you will create organization and primary key of organization you will add as a foreign key in employee. Understood? First you have to create one table, then create the table for many. Okay. So the syntax for creating the table will be same. Understood? Okay. Now we have two tables, doctor and patient, and both are related with many to many relation. Okay. And we know that whenever there is many to many relation, we have to create three tables. First two will be as it is, and third table will contain primary keys of both the table as a foreign key. Okay. So I have already written the create statement for both the tables, doctor and patient. In doctor table, D number is my primary key, and in patient table P number is my primary key. Okay. Now let me execute both the tables to create table. First table is created. Now second table is also created. Now we will move to third table. Okay. Syntax for this is little bit different from one to one and one to many. Create table. I am giving name doctor patient into bracket. We have to take primary keys of both the tables. So I am adding D number integer, comma, P number integer. Okay. Now these two are the primary key for this table. So I will write here primary key into bracket D number, comma, P number. Okay. Now next is we have to make this primary keys as a foreign keys, correct? So we will take one by one. First I will take D number. So foreign key into bracket D number. From where this foreign primary key is coming? From doctor table. So we will give references doctor into bracket D number. Okay. Similarly for P number, foreign key P number, references P number is coming from patient table, patient into bracket P number. Okay. So this is my third table. I have taken primary keys of both the table as a foreign key. Okay. And execute this. See, our table is created successfully. This is many to many relation. Now we will insert records in this table with the help of insert command. Insert into doctor. We have to insert values in all the tables. First I am adding in doctor 1, doctor number, and doctor name is Ellis. Then execute this. One row is inserted. Let me add one more record. And two rows are inserted. Now I will add in patient. And one more record in patient table. Okay. See, we have two records in both the tables. Correct? Now I will insert record in the third table, that is a relational table. Okay, so in many to many relation we can insert records in any combination. Okay, many doctors can treat many patients, so all the combinations are allowed. Now my third table contains primary keys of both the tables, so I am taking primary key 1 and 101 for first record. Then I can take 1 with 102 also, because all combinations are allowed. Now I can take 2 with 102, right? And 2 with 101. Correct? So we have inserted all the records. Now we can view the records with the help of select command. See, we have 4 records. Doctor 1 is treating all the patients and Doctor 2 is treating all the patients. Understood? This is my many to many relation. Okay, and now if you want to delete tables, like if you want to delete doctor table or patient table, so for that you have to first delete doctor patient table. That is my third table, because that both the tables are linked with the third table. Understood? So you cannot delete alone doctor table or patient table. Okay, so for that you can delete drop table. First I have to delete doctor patient, then we can delete doctor and patient also. Understood? Okay, so this is all about the relations in DBMS.